6 reliving that dramatic rescue in the Detroit River.
As Ethel Woodger was fighting for her life, she says the arms of a police officer felt like the hands of an angel. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig is live where it all happened with the story you're going to see only here on 7. Kim?
Yes, Carolyn and Stephen, Ethel likes to fish. It helps her to relax, but last week she says was terrifying when she fell into the water here. She says it was like even her unborn baby was saying, "Swim, mama, swim."
When I realized I was in the water, I said, okay, God, we got to get out of this water.
Ethel Woodger is thankful to God and 2 Detroit police officers for saving her life and the life of her unborn baby the night she fell into the river.
But for them officers to jump in and save my life and almost take their own, that was the best moment of my life. I knew that God, ooh, man, do you understand that they saved my life? I didn't have a chance without them.
Last week, Ethel was 7 months pregnant and fishing alone at night along the Detroit River when a fish at the other end of her line pulled hard, the line cutting her hand, and with the wind, Ethel found herself in the river.
I tried to get to the ladder, but the current kind of took me and brought me back a little bit, so I had to fight a little harder. And so I felt my son swimming inside me, like, come on, Mama, let's go. Let's go, Mama.
Ethel's injuries to her hand made it even harder to hang on to anything.
That current was really horrible. It was like swimming in bricks. But I screamed for help for almost 20-30 minutes. I cried, I pleaded. Please, somebody help me. I've fallen in this water. I'm pregnant. I have 2 kids at home.
Then she remembers seeing people and Officer Brian Gadwell jumping into the water to save her, not realizing that his partner, Stephen Rouser, would then have to jump in also to save them both, along with her unborn baby, who was later delivered by C-section.
It felt like God was around me. I knew God was with me in the water regardless, but it felt like an angel's hands, like the wings of God. It just grabbed me. And hearing his voice, it's undescribable to describe how the amount of thanks, love, and just gratefulness that goes to your mind when somebody saves your life.
And workers on the J.W. Westcott mail boat also instrumental in this rescue. And Ethel named her little boy Eugene Lorenzo Brian Woodger. Brian for Officer Brian Gadwell, who saved her. And also she says she would have squeezed Stephen the name Stephen in if she could have. And she hopes to thank them in person very soon. Back to you.
Bye. I hope we get to see that, Kim. So glad she's okay. Absolutely. And so glad the baby's okay as well.
All right.
Thank you.
For Ethel, the story ends very well. Off of Grosse Ile.